Hello guys, welcome back to this video. Now last video we talked about this random.random. When we say that this random.random, it is a function inside this random module or random library. What it just do is just to generate sequence of number, just to generate a range of number from 0 to 1. That's 0 is the mean and 1 is the maximum. So in this video, we are going to look at another built-in function in random modules and random library. I keep on mistaking these two. And this is what is called random.randint. What does this do? Like the randint, that int stands for integer. Okay, so let's just change this to random.rand. I'm sorry, let me write it in a new line and say random.randint. Remember, before you can run this, make sure you have random imported in your environment. And this random.randint takes two parameters, which is the a and b. What does this a mean? A means our starting point and our b means our ending point. When I mean starting point, the value we are going to start to generate a random number from, and the value that we are going to store. Let's say in a situation we set our a to be, let's say 1. I will say b. Let's set our b to be 5, meaning that anytime I run this, we should be expecting an output from 2 to 5. 2 is the minimum and 5 is the maximum. Remember that another thing you should know, that you can't come here and set 5 and come here and set 2. Doesn't even make sense, because if you try to look at it, let's say for example, let's say we want to generate a range of number from 0 to 6. This means that our number is going to be from within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So it's going to first start from 0. So this is where our number is going to look at it on a normal. Okay, let me put this inside this so it will make sense. So if you look at it, this is starting from 0 to 6. So the max is going to be 6, and we are expecting this to be a little bit. This starting should be smaller than that of the end, because there's no way end can be bigger than our starting. That's just in a normal sense. So this is basically what we actually did here. So the starting should be smaller and end should be bigger than that of our starting. So let's say 6. Let me put here to be 0. So we're expecting this kind of output from 0 to 6. But this is a random, and it's going to generate a random integer. I remember this, like I said, this int stands for integer. So don't come here and put 1 point. Okay, so 0.9. Okay, so let's do an example so we know what we are doing here. Let me try printing this out. If you don't know what is print is a function also in Python programming language. And what does this do? It displays an output for us on the screen. If you don't know what this is, I've talked about it in my earlier video, which was beginning of this Python series. So just make sure to check it out. The link will also be in the description down below, so in case if you are interested in checking it out. So when I run this, let's see our output on the screen. You can see I got 5 here. So let me run it again. I got 3. Let me run it again. I got 5. Let me run it again. I got 5, 1. I got 5 again. I can see 5 tends to be appearing more. So 2. So anytime I keep on running this, it's going to give me random sequence. So random number is not going to, most times it's not going to be the same. The reason why most of the time it got the same output is because of the ranges of number is quite small. If you were to say something like 6,000 here, for example, don't expect it to be printing out 5 at the same time, because of the range of number. The range of number you need to cover is very, very small. That's why I'm getting this. Sometimes I get similar output running it multiple times sequentially. So you can see this takes an integer. So what happens when I put point 9? Because we know that this 0.9 is signified that this is a float. So let's run it. You can see it's going to give me, let me draw it. It's going to give me what is called value error, non-integer argument 1 for round range. So value error non-integer. Like I said, like the name here should be more than enough to explain this info. This rand int, which int stands for integer. This really takes in an integer as the parameter that it takes in. So what's in a situation where we want to get the float? So we can deliberately set float here 0.9. Maybe we can also set 6.9, or we can set, let's say 69 point. You can set a float here. How can we do this? don't worry, this is what we're going to do in our next video. In our next video, this is what we're going to cover, and how to output this and how to do this in using the random library in Python programming language. So I think we're going to stop here for now. In our next video, we're going to do how to input a float into our function in random mode. So I think this way we're going to end this video. I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.